Weather's looking good. Checking the gate. Should be good. Just waiting for YouTube to catch up. And we're disco. Hey everybody, Ranger J 1999 back with you again for another RSG live stream. And just my chair here, Jesus, almost fell over. And welcome to another lunch stream. This is what we do every day, Monday through Friday from 12 to whenever we get done. Man, we got a jam-packed day filled with you guys. We've got a lot going on. If you're new to the lunch stream, we got the lunch stream today. I'll break down everything there. After that, I'm going to play the new Naruto game, Road to Boruto. And then tonight we'll be doing Battlefront. A lot of great stuff, guys, going on. We have our new trailer that Finn dropped yesterday. We've got a video out. So all kinds of information and stuff going out there. But welcome to the chat. This is our lunch stream. This is where we're going to hang out with you guys for whatever how long. We're going to do a roster review like we always do, an in-depth roster review. We're going to answer your questions. If you guys have questions, all you need to do is pop in the chat with your question. Make sure you put question in front of your statement, and that way you can help me scoop it up. That's kind of how it works. So I'm glad to have you guys all here. And then we're going to do Ranger Suffers Through Mods. I always suffer through mods for you guys for your reviewing pleasure. I've already taken the time to get some new mods, and we will roll those, and the life sucks. So we'll do that, but get your questions in. Make sure you put question in front of your statement. That helps me with Nightbot to scoop up the question, and that's how we do it. But TGIF, bang bang, it's Friday. It's time to get the weekend started. We're gonna have a lot of gaming and fun for you guys for the whole weekend. We got Jedi Academy tomorrow. I'm gonna do mini roster reviews tomorrow, and then tomorrow night we'll do Pictionaries. Sunday we're gonna do D&D. So just an amazing weekend for you guys coming up. So glad to have you guys here. Join us. Say something in chat. Let us know that you're there. Make sure you give us a thumbs up if you're watching right now. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you can get those bell notifications of when we're streaming. Make sure you follow us on Twitch. We're doing stuff over on Twitch as well, and we'll talk about the Patreon stuff later on as well. Also, you can see on the screen we've got Lord Vader and his cup of plenty. If you would like to fill Vader's cup of plenty and help support the channel, you can do super chat, you can do stuff out of Twitch, you can donate bits, all that goes into Vader's cup of plenty, and it fills it up. If you donate $20.01 or more, you get to see my pickle and the pickles of everybody as we whip out our pickles and have a pickle extravaganza. So that's how that kind of works. So lots of fun stuff for everyone there. So say hello in chat, and we will go back through and I will say hello to everyone. So let's just say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you may be, whether you're watching us live or you're watching us later on. Something to listen to the lunch day to get your weekend started. Something fun to listen to at work. I know a lot of you guys are working hard out there, and we bring you something fun and entertaining to listen to. So with that being said, let's introduce all the wonderful people we have. We got a lot of people in the Zoom call today, and let's do this. So let's see who we got here. We got the one and only Grim the Mechanic, as always.
Wasabi.
You know, I left Grim on the side of the road the other day, and he still managed to get his way back here. We just can't get rid of him. Also, also join us. If you guys missed it, I did a full roster remodding session yesterday with our good friend and Viking of the North. Big Country Mags is here.
Oh yeah, Skewed, how's it going?
That's right. It was a great modding session. A lot of people love that, man. We have a lot of views on that. I mean, they're just fascinated about what it takes to get stuff done. So we did that. Joining us also, she's been a long-time viewer, and we always love when she can come hang out with us. She is the pickle expert, the lovely, the talented Miss Alchie Dumplings here.
Pickles out, skewers.
I've got my pickle ready to go, Alchie. I always have my pickle in hand in case I need it.
Well, maybe you should add a different camera so we could... Never mind.
No, Alchie, that's just for you and me. We talked about this stuff.
And Durgan.
I don't care about Durgan. Durgan's somewhere in the bushes stalking. He's got his own camera view. Don't worry, Ouchie girl. And last but not least, we've got the one, the only Stoner Jedi himself, who's here. Xylo Takedown.
TGIF skewers.
What's going on? Where's my apprentice? I have not been able to check on him in a while.
So the schedule's been all over the place the last few weeks, going back to the regular routine, starting Tuesday, and The Apprentice started daycare on Monday too. Actually,
Oh,
it's shocking. Yeah, it's scary, but it's cool though. I mean, he's not even 2 yet, so he's getting to socialize with other kids his age, and then the missus is working there at the daycare too, so it's 2 birds, 1 stone. Gets free daycare, and she's getting to check up on him whenever, and he's adjusting to his new routine pretty well.
Excellent. Now he can first
it's
choke.
Almost as shocking as I can actually hear you this time around.
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's excellent. The sound quality is excellent.
Yeah, that's true. And my apprentice can take all the blocks and plate away from those other little insolent children. Make sure he's force choking all of them. I will check with the lady.
He's dominating with the dark side over there.
Hey, we just got a donation from the 4th Hokage. Let me see what old 4th Hokage said. He says, hey, Ouchie, look behind you. It's Urza. Oh, is Urza there, Ouchie? Oh, look out, Ouchie. You don't want the heartthrob.
Sorry, gotta go.
The heartthrob. The heartthrob of the Outer Rim is stalking Ouchie girl.
Had another stroke.
He's like, hey girl, I got a pickle too.
Hey girl.
Hey. Yeah, so me and right after this, I'm going to create an event. Me and the 4th Hokage are going to be playing the new Naruto game. I downloaded it last night. I had ordered it, and we're going to play that. I can't remember the last time I played one of these games, so I'm going to have the 4th Hokage train me in the ways of kicking the crap out of folks. So we'll do that, and we'll kind of go through, and I'm excited to check out the game. And then tonight we'll be doing Battlefront, so we got all kinds of great stuff. So
are you sure he has time to play? Because I'm sure he's got to be at Galaxy's Edge at some point.
Well, he's the one that told me after the lunch stream. So he better not.
That's the plan, and we're sticking to it.
if
he goes a few times a week.
I know, but if he's going to the Galaxy Edge, that's fine. But you have to let me know, because he said Friday, right after the lunch stream. I'm gonna be upset.
Makes you think I'm not gonna be playing it from.
I don't know. I mean,
that's a good point.
Listen, I just work here. All right, let's see who's in chat and get this thing started. We have Stoner Jedi, who's the first one in here. He says, guess he's not working today. I don't know, Xylo, you're in the chat, or you're in Zoom, so I guess that kind of answers that. Who #3 says happy Friday. Hey who. Yuta says hello everyone. Hope Friday is going well. I'm prepping for midterms. School sucks. Keep being awesome. Well, just keep doing it, man. I did it. I know you can do it too. Brieris Aegon says it's Friday. Pickles out. Hell yeah, get your pickles out. But let's wait and see if we can get an extravaganza. If it does, anytime the extravaganza hits, now we will whip out our pickles and show them to the world. Waffle Dolphin says good morning everyone. Good morning to you, Waffle. Dr. Feelgood's here. He's the one that makes you feel all right. Says hi everybody. Question: has Finn Torino been nominated for the Best Director Oscar yet? No, it's not Oscar season yet, so we'll wait to see from the short little film that he did there if anything will transpire. The Great Satire's here. He says hello everyone. Foreigner says hi everyone as well. Gruffalo says happy Friday y'all. Hey Gruffalo, happy Friday to you my friend. Moss Mike says good morning TGIF. Thank you Mike. Spider says TGIF peoples. Hey Spider. Helnix is here from the UWOL and Corellia and the GRDS. Afternoon. He says afternoon everyone. Hey Helnix. Skywalker Vader says good afternoon everyone. I need some bug spray. Yeah, I mean, after that little trailer yesterday, I understand. So our brother from another mother up north is here, Skywalker Vader. Grande Vergas here says, hey everybody. Scorp30 is also here. He says, Ranger TGIF. You have any fun offline plans this weekend? No, I'm busy streaming, brother. Other than working out.
We just got a $5 donation.
Oh, we did. Says, I'm the dad just donated $5. Well, thank you, I'm the dad. That means we got some poop-filled baby rangers on the way. So they should fit the cup. There they go. They launched something out of the cup, so that's good. So the Donnie P says, hello, great remodding stream. I rolled my mods while watching. See, everyone's learning. We serve the public interest there, BCM. We did good. You did a good job. We worked hard. Well, I worked hard and we did a good job. Danilo,
I was remodding the inside of my eyelids during that.
You're awake. Get the hell out of here, Graham. You're such a liar. Danilo,
that warms my heart.
Yeah. Grim just talking shit. Don't listen to him. Biases. Hello, everybody. Hey, DP. Clone Troop 211's here. He says, yo. That's a strong yo. Good afternoon, all. Hey, Clone Troop. Yo. The lovely Ouchie Girl says hello to all the lunchers. Matt Bailey, with his usual greeting, says, gracious good morning, gentlemen. Thank you, Matt, for being here. The 4th of August is Sup Ranger. There we go. Gaffy says, happy Friday, RSG Pete's. Big love to y'all. Thank you. And he put a drink, a thumbs up, and a pickle in his thing. So, and then the 4th of August is like, Ouchie! Gappy with some more pickles. Grande Verga says, oh, my pickles. Ouchie Mama's on. Well, Ouchie, you started a trend with the pickles. I
don't think I started it.
Yeah, we started it. I started it by that stupid pickle always showing up on my damn stream, so I get credit.
Well, I guess it was the ads on GG.
And then someone actually got me the damn pickle, so there.
Totally pickle.
And then
the unofficial, official RSG mascot.
Yeah, Gruffalo with the says pickle. Oh, must be a Friday. Yeah, if you're whipping your pickle out on this early, it's a Friday. Darth Vader 87 says, "Hey Ranger, hey Darth." Who else is here? I'm looking. Ray Rock says, "Good morning, gamers." Good morning, Ray Rock. Chewy. And translation, he said, "Hey, RSG." Alan Ware's here. He says, "Hi" with the devil sign. Hell yeah. Daniel McCracken says, "Sup, Rangers, skewers, happy Friday." Happy Friday to you, my friend. What else? 73's here says, "Greetings, Earthlings." What else? When are you going to get back to the planet? We need you back here. You can't play with your pickle if you're on Mars. Foolish Force, that's a new name we haven't seen before, says, "Whoop, catching the lunch stream live for once." Well, glad to have you here, Foolish Force. Welcome. Who else? We got a lot of people here today. Wow, I'm very, very happy. Maddie Chevelle says, "Good day." Good day. That's an Australian Tim, mate.
Hi.
Well, we got someone representing Australia, New Zealand something. Hey, he says, "Good day." Travis Anderson is here. Oh, he's got a question. He says, "Best Padme squad for TW and on and off or on offense or defense?" Well, it's typically the best team, and I've seen this, is the whole GR team with 3PO is really the team you see the most commonly used. Some people use Shock T on the team or Bears, some use R2, but it's really, you can use on offense and defense. There's no like right or wrong answer with that. Let's see here. Anybody else? Han Cholo's here. He says hello. Hi, Han Cholo. Anybody else? I think that's all the shout outs I can see in there right now. A lot of pickles flying around there. A lot of pickles. Ouchie is throwing pickles around. Ouchie, be careful with the pickles. All right, we don't want to get too crazy with the pickles.
I have a license.
No, well, I mean, yeah, but you can still go crazy with the pickles. So, I mean, I know you're a pickle expert, but let's not go cray-cray with this stuff.
Wait, how did you get a pickle license?
Well, it's a long, arduous process.
I don't know if I can talk about
Yeah, we'd have to kill you if we did, Xylo. And not
talk about Pickle Club outside of Pickle Club.
Yeah, that's the first rule of Pickle Club. So, and the second rule of Pickle Club is we don't talk about Pickle Club. So we got 71 watching. If we can get some more thumbs up, we got 28 thumbs up at the moment. Can we get some more? Can we get to 50? We got 70 people watching. Let's try to get to 50. Give us a thumbs up. Come on, folks. You know you want to do it. And to incentivize you, we're going to play America's favorite pastime, and it's not hide the pickle from Ouchie. It's called Ranger Suffers Through Mod Depression.
That is a fun one.
Yeah, we could start that.
I don't know. I'd rather see the other one.
Hey.
That's boring.
Hey, speaking of pickles, why don't you grab yours, Ranger? We'll give you some luck.
Okay. Let me see. All right, I'm grabbing the pickles. So I'm giving the pickles. So we're going to go do some mod stuff here. So let's go see. I'm going to go unassigned mod speed. Now, I've already taken the liberty of grabbing the mods. So we're going to see what we can get. Now, we did have, I'm going to sort this by speed. Let me do this. See, speed. Okay. And then let's do this. I already know. Yeah.
What do pickles and mods have in common?
They hate me.
Okay, that's better. I like that answer.
They don't do what I want them to do when I need them to do it.
I was going to say they're better when you slice them.
Oh, well. Oh, I see what you... This is why she has the license, Ilo. Very nice. So, yeah. All right, so let's see here. We got some
I was
mods.
gonna say one you can suck on, the other one just sucks.
Yeah, that's a good call too. All right, we did get a roll. I did get a purple with 5 speed. So we're rolling these under our Lord Second in Command, Darth Malik. He's been bringing us some good luck, so I'd really like to see some speed hit on this purple mod. I'd really like it, but we'll see what happens. So we're gonna roll this sucker. We're gonna roll all the way. It already has 5 speed, so there's no point of holding back. So we're gonna go for it. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, the pickle didn't bring me any luck on that, so I'm going to put my pickle away. That didn't help at all. So,
Yes, it is, Doc. It is ouchie.
that sucks. Oh, god damn it. We didn't get it. It didn't hit. 1 hit on that speed, on that 5 speed purple. That is just awful, man. CG is just, oh, god.
When in doubt, pickle out.
Yeah, see, that's science right there. So, all right, let's start again.
A whole range of T-shirts with these slogans and such.
Well, get it with Finn. He's got the store. We can put it on the store. So, well, that's true. Well, Finn, no, listen, Finn.
Finn's in the chat.
I know, Finn. If you're going to be in the chat, get your ass in the. Quit being antisocial. Damn it, Finn. Ouchie, I thought you were going to work on him.
Nothing can be done with that one.
It's true. Oh, I got a speed arrow. I just noticed that. Oh, well, we'll just roll that up automatically because that's a.
Ooh, with offense.
Yeah, so let's see what else we get. A double offense. Ooh, I likey that mod. We're going to do something with that right there. Well, oh my.
Nice. Oh no, it's got defense percentage.
I don't care. Those 2 offense hits. That's a nice mod. All right, let's go back through here, and we're going to roll the other ones to see what we can get. I'd like to get something for my pain. This purple one, we're just going to see if we get a speed. If not, we're not going to do anything. It's protection. It's... no. Sorry, no. All right, we got a bunch of grays. Okay, there's 1 4-dot, but we're going to do a thing.
You know, it's interesting. Finn says...
All right, Fourth Akagi. If you want me to play the game with you, you need to quit doing this. You just got a super chat from the Fourth Akagi. He said, Ranger, you had luck with mod yesterday. Oh, wait, you son of a bitch.
Don't take that from me.
Bastard.
Finn says he's
You know, I try to do nice things for the Fourth Akagi, and see he puts stuff in it like that, and it makes my life miserable. I'm already suffering through depression. See what I deal with here?
Hey, there was a bonus to that. At least it didn't mention the Eternal Twins.
Well, that's true. No, that's Revenator's kind of thing now. All right, next one. Nope. Next mod. Let's see what we get. Can I get any with a +5 speed? Nope. God damn it. Oh, Christ. God. Nah. Oh, what was it? Offense. Offense. No. I don't like the other stats on it. Let's see here. Speed 3. God damn it. When I hit speed 3, they never really do anything. We'll try. Alright, last mod. Yeah. That was pretty pooperlicious. So
you just need somebody else to roll your mods there.
You know, I'm thinking that might be the case.
Yeah, give them to Loki, man.
I know, right? The sexy Buddha would be.
Oh, hey Ranger, I rolled like 4 20 pluses for you. There you go.
Right. Stupid ass. Depression.
You know, Loki just looks at the mod store and
he just says what the number he wants. I need 27. There you go. Oh, well, you got it. Okay. Mods, my mortal enemy. Jesus. I hate it. I hate it. Damn it. God. Jeez. All right. Let's... You know what? I want to get off this. I'm very sad now. I'm a very sad panda. Ouchie, everyone. So...
Well, you know why you failed, Ranger? It's because your faith wavered in the pickle.
No, that has nothing to do with the pickle. Just no one knows their pickle better than me. But I mean, It just, I don't care what you use. Pickles, the dark side. I mean, there's some evil crap going on here from the Empire that is CG that is blocking me from getting any kind of damn mods. You know, you would think that they would like look at this and me doing this every day and be like, you know, this looks pretty bad for us. We may want to give Ranger a bone here. Throw him a bone to help him out a little bit, make us look better. But good Lord.
They won't throw you a bone. They'll throw you a pickle.
Right, a pickle. There you go. Pickle. My terminology was wrong.
And hi, Dalzuma. Another gisty in the chat.
Oh, well, hello there. Welcome. Glad to have. Well, yes. Algie always is welcome. She's just busy. She's got kids. She's got to take care of and other responsibilities. But whenever we get Algie girl on here, Algie's always welcome. All right. Let's do the roster review. Let me get all this situated and set up, and we will get into the roster review because that's what we're here to do. And we're doing another RSG favorite. We are doing Riverboy 12's day has arrived. Yay! And let's see what our good friend Riverboy, who is in Annihilator again. So AA doesn't mean Alcoholic Anonymous, it means Annihilator again. So there we go. And we're going to see what our VIP, very important person, Riverboy 12, has got for us today and wants us to look at. All right, so he says, what to gear? Problem's getting to gear 12. I'm gearing Separatists real quick for Padme, then back to Cartine to get fully ready for Darth Vader and Malik. Citria and Erix are higher stars than they appear. We'll have to decide on what gear after I get ready for Malik. Either Citrio, Eorix, or Padme. Padme possibly in preparation for Negotiator. Mods need work. I do not care a lot about Squad Arena score. We just had a donation from the 4th Akagi. Ranger me trolling to decide that I'm feeling better. I know, but I hate it because I have to suffer. I barely have time to do fleet, much less Squad Arena. Changing my payout time will not work. Love GA, hate Squad Arena. The main thing is what to gear. I have a gear 12 issue. I barely can get to gear 11 for an event. Low credits right now, 11 characters. So no credits to farm and level mods. So I'm holding way too much slicing material. What to do with extra speed mods around 14 sec speed. They're being held in level 50 stores at the bottom of the roster. Oh no, we got to get this figured out. Brother, you should get my modding services, man. That first thing. Alright, so sir, let me explain what you do with these 10 to 14 mods. You have your high-end mods, which we'll look at. They're like 20 speed and stuff, right? You always go on your arena team. But those other mods that are 10 to 14 filter down to those characters that need speed, like Stark, BB-8, Spirit, Zombie, things of that nature. You know, Bosk, you know. So that's what you do with those mods. You don't leave them sitting there. You go and look and see if you can use those mods on those characters. We talk about it all the time, Riverboy, that those characters that need those speed mods is what you should be doing. You need to go in, look at what you've got on there, take those mods off those characters, have them in your inventory, look at what you've got in your characters, and see if you can up the speed, because speed is what matters. We're going to go through your roster here, and if I see some speed missing, I'm going to say, well, put those damn speed mods on. So, you know, you're going to have to kind of go in and redo some of your stuff here. So let's look at your account and see what we got going on. Now, he says he doesn't have a lot of time. He's doing well in fleet. That's fine. He's doing okay in arena, but that's because he's running the Jedi Knight Revan team. So let's go and see for a farming aspect what we've got to deal with. Now, he just said he went from gearing and doing Padme. So let's see if he unlocked Padme. I don't know if it'll have updated already. Let's see if you guys.
I was just looking at his Separatists.
Okay, he's got a 7-star Padme. So we'll hold that on the burner because his Ahsoka and Anakin are farm, but they're gear 8. Kenobi's 12. So okay, let's put that on the back burner. Let's look first at Old Republic because we know Malik could be coming. All right, mission's good. Karth is not 7-starred, but should be close. But does have the Zetas gear 10. Zalbar's 10. Candace is 10, still missing that. Juhani's 6 stars as well. All right, your whole focus is, brother, I don't care anything else. It doesn't matter. I think you're overextending yourself, and I see this happen a lot with accounts. Is you're trying to gear and do stuff too much. You've got to get hyper focused. The fastest way to level and get your character squared away is to hyper focus. So your new gear priority is to get the Old Republic team to 11. Candace, Karth, Juhani, Zalbar. You got Malik coming around the corner, and you're not quite there yet.
He's coming around the corner.
Yeah, don't overextend. No, Ouchie. It's not extending. It's not overextending the pickle. Damn it, Ouchie. Pickles.
You underestimate the power of the pickle.
No, all right, get out of here with this crap. We're trying to do a roster review, guys. Jesus. But I think, yeah, hyper focused. I don't want you doing anything else until the Old Republic squared away. And let's look at.
He said his main focus was doing the Separatists to unlock Padme, and he unlocked
He's got
Padme.
it, but
I think it's a very good idea.
It was fine, but if you miss Malik, I'd rather him have worked on getting just an unlock of Padme. I'm glad he got 7-star Padme, but we need to get this Old Republic team squared away. So, priority, stars, farm, gear is the Old Republic team. I want this team squared away to gear 11. I don't want you working on anything else. I don't want you doing anything else. I want these characters at 17,500. You had mentioned the credit crunch, so let's talk about a strategy that I always do. Now, when I go hyper focus, that means I'm not spending credits or anything else on anything other than the team that I'm working on. One of the things that people feel is the credit crunch, and when I've had Tits do this, and I've had some other players that I've gone in and done their rosters and talked to them about this, is that you need to create a cushion, and you need to sit there. And when you get hyper focus, I always tell people this. You're going to use certain gear, and you're going to be focusing on farming that gear, but you're not farming anything else, character-wise and things of that nature. You get hyper-focused, the credits will come. You're not touching other characters, you're not leveling other characters, you're just focusing on that, and you let your stuff build. As you go from one team to the next team, your credits will build up. But they're not going to build up if you're trying to do like 800 million things, because you're trying to do all this stuff, and it just leads to chaos, and you can't do it. So we're going to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Karth is your fleet, Candace is your cantina, Juhani's a hard no, keep farming her. Those are 3 farms that need to be finished, and you also need to work on getting them to 17.5 on power, right? So that's Old Republic is a priority. Let's go look at your Sith Empire. All right, we don't even have HK farmed. You did mention that you have characters that are not been unlocked, but you need to get Bastila of Fallen and HK to 11. 17.5. They are part of this process too. So really, I don't care about Separatists. I don't care about your GR. I don't care about any of those other teams. We'll go back and finish them later. I want nothing but HK unlocked and farmed, and I want Bastila. She's a hard node. I want her done, and I want her geared. Old Republic, Sith Empire tunes for Malik and Revan. So until they're done, I don't want you doing anything else. Period. We're not doing anything else until we get the team ready. Once the team's squared away and you've got them ready to go, when Darth Revan and Malik come around, then you'll be able to. And I think we're not going to see Malik until probably Darth Revan comes back. People are thinking maybe it'll be this week. I think that when the next Darth Revan comes around, then they'll bring Malik back. But I want you to be ready for this team. So HK, unlock him, get him going. Bassa, hard node, get her done. Juhani, get her done. Candace, get her done. Get him done. Karth, get him done. Gear 11. Or actually 17.5. So no other gear 11, 12, anything like that until these characters are done.
It's either 12 plus 1 for 17.5 or a Zeta at gear 11.
Right. So there you go. So you've got to get this done. All right. So this is a priority. Nothing else matters. Now, from there, we'll talk about where you can go from there. But I don't want you doing anything else other than that. Now, let's look at your Separatists and see how they're coming along. Because we can add, if there's any characters that we need to add to farm, we can. All right. So, Separatists are solid. Your Geos are very solid. They're gear 12. They look great. Geonosian Brood Alpha, great. You don't really need to be dicking around with the Separatists for now. We need to get your team squared away. All right, we're not going to cut our nose off to spite our face. Now, the farms you can conclude, Magna Guard, I think, is hard node. Is he hard node or Cantina?
Magna Guard, he's I think hard node and the guild store.
Okay, so
you can also get him from Bronzium. So
yeah, you'll get him from Bronziums too. So stick with your Magna Guard. That's fine. Droidica is a hard node. God, do I know that hard node. Once you finish Karth, your next farm is going to be B1 Battle Droid. So let's get him squared away. So there's some more. There's pretty much characters you can. I don't mind you farming the other Separatists, but I don't want any more gear on the Separatists until we get your team ready for Darth Revan.
You're gearing going for the Separatists. Check your Old Republic first and your Sith Empire first. If they take the green little plus sign, put it on them first before you put them on the Separatists.
You're not gearing any more of your Separatists for a while until we get this figured out, because Darth Revan and Malak are the meta. And
I mean, if you're doubting yourself and you're doubting your focus, Metallica wrote a song just for you.
Yes.
Nothing else matters.
That's right.
It is tough coming from a guy that hyper focuses all the time. It seems like you're slowing down, but eventually you're going to hit a point where everything falls into place and you unlock and get everybody up all at the same time. It's great. It just seems slow at first. But it's a big payoff.
Yeah, it's a huge payoff.
Put the blinders on and swirl.
And you were talking about, I think you mentioned, you hate Arena, but you love GAC. Well, you're kind of so let's talk about what you'll get for GAC by doing this. You're going to get the Old Republic team. You're going to get Darth Revan and Malak, which you can add to your roster. You've already got a lot of the Separatists done and things of that nature, but you've got to get hyper-focused. You're kind of all over the board. I understand what you did to get Padme. Great. Don't touch GR at all. I don't want you gearing them. I don't want you to do anything with them until we get this other team squared away. Makes no sense, because you haven't unlocked Darth. Once you get Darth Revan and Malak done, you still have to do their gear. You're going to have to use your get to get Malak to 7 stars. So start saving your guild event tokens. But this is why we hyper-focus, because as you get these pillar farms done, it unlocks other teams for you, and it also it's a trickle-down effect. As each team gets done, you move on to the next team, and once you complete the team to like 12 or to where it's usable in GAC, then it's another team you add to your repertoire. I'd rather you have hyper-focused teams that you can use than have some teams that are kind of like mishmash and all over the place. It doesn't do anything if you're all over the board. So that's your focusing plan.
It's actually worse for you.
Mm-hmm.
The mishmash stuff than to be focused.
Yeah. So
trust me, this comes from a person that did do the mishmash and wishes he didn't.
So let's kind of go through the rest of your roster and look. Your bounty hunters are fine. You got the 2 Zetas on Bosk. I like that. Let's check your boss speed. He's 280. Perfect. Good job. So bounty hunters is a frontline team for you. Let's look at your first order. They're but it's okay. We already talked about your Galactic Republic. Let's look at your Imperial Troopers. Troopers is eventually a team we'll work on. Night Sisters is the team I want to look at next. We already know your Generate Rebel squared away. Yeah, so just going through your squads, man. Let's check your Rebels. It gives me a general sense. Yeah, and like your Rebels are gear 11. But they have the Zetas, so that's fine. They're fine where they're at. Your Sith. Yeah, we have some work to do on there. So you're all over the map. If you want to include Scion in your farm too, and Nihilus in your farm, you can. I mean, they're hard nosed. You have to get 600 energy a day too. But priority is, I would say, Canderous Karth, Juhani, Fallen Basilev. If you want to add a couple characters like B1, well, B1 will keep doing Droideka, but if you want to add dead B1 for Karth, once you get done with him, that's fine. And then when you get some of this done with that other hard no, like Juhani and stuff, then you can start finishing up characters like Nihilus and Scion. But this is just for the farm. This is not for the gear. So you've got a plan for your farming. Those are the only characters that I want you working on. For gear, Old Republic, and then from Old Republic, looking at your teams, we'll finish up Separatist. And then we'll go in and finish up GR. But you've got a lot of gear that you've got to save. I want you to start hoarding, because on top of getting the Old Republic done, which is going to take some gear, some Zetas and stuff like that, and some farming, you got to save up for Darth Revan and Malak, and that's a crazy amount of Chirotechs and gear, stuff like that. If we get your Darth Revan squad squared away with Malak, the rest will fall into place. Just get these other characters farmed for 7 stars. Don't worry about their gear. outside of the Old Republic team and the Sith Empire characters you need for Revan and Malak, and then we'll worry about, who we go round out next. Probably finish up the Separatists since they're there. Keep working on the Separatists that you're missing just to get them going. So like B1, once you get Cart done, it's going to take a while to get those characters squared away. And then from there, we'll go do GR. And then from GR, we'll go finish your Sith. And from Sith, we'll go do your Night Sisters. And then from Night Sisters, we'll go do First Order. And then from First Order, we'll go do Imperial Troopers. Team-based farming is the plan that you have to stick with in this game. If you try to do too much other than that, especially when you're gearing, you're going to fall short. And I don't want you falling short anymore. So there we go. So there's some good stuff here, but it's kind of all over the board. We're going to get you hyper-focused. Go ahead, BCN.
I think B1 and HK are both store farms, which are relatively easy.
Yeah.
B1's
a hard node, or he's a fleet.
B1 is a fleet hard node.
Yeah. HK is not. He's out of the store.
I'm sorry. I was thinking B2. But HK will go relatively quick if you focus on just getting him.
Oh, yeah.
In the arena store.
Yeah, he's easy to get. And he may have a ton of shards. Yeah, he may have a ton of shards for him already, but I don't want you doing anything else. I don't want you working on anything but the Old Republic team and getting the stuff, and I want you to start hoarding. Hoard like a mug.
And it'll be quick. You saw, if you watched the stream yesterday, that 120 million that I had all came from just hyper focused on teams. I wasn't spending it anywhere else.
Right. So you'll get your credit crunch will be taken care of by doing this as well. It's gonna seem daunting at first, but if you stick with it, I promise you, Riverboy, you will be squared away, man. I've done this with tons of people and got them hyper focused, and then they're shocked because they start getting these teams done. They're going on to the next stuff, and they're farming like, man, my roster's really starting to round up. Like, yeah, I mean, you're 2.6. If we can get you Darth Revan, finish your Separatists, and get your GR team squared away, by the time you get to 3 million GP. Think about that in GAC, having those teams along with the Old Republic and your bounty hunters. That's going to give you a lot of wiggle room to kick some ass, and that's really what we want you to be able to do. So the rest of these teams are inconsequential. It doesn't really matter. We're not going to work on their gear. We're not going to do anything until we get this squared away. All right, the other things you mentioned is your mod. So let's look at your mod situation. All right, so some decent modding here.
Needs focus though.
Yeah, I think we got some mods here that we can do some slicing on. You've got enough gear 12 that you can probably do this. Let me just look. All right, so there's some mods here that we need to slice first. So first priority is these blues, like this one on JTR needs to be sliced. It's 16 at blue. Good Lord, slice that mod immediately. Holy God. The one on Karth has a possibility for 20.
2 more times gets you a 20 plus.
The one on Dooku. Another one on JTR, 14 speed. There's a lot of mods here that are blue and purple that have double-digit speed. I want this whole page gold first. So your first priority is to slice these mods. So we need to get a good sense of what you have available 5A before we do anything else. For the most part, it looks like these characters, the mods are on the right characters. I'm not too worried about that. We do need more speed mods. So the plan for your modding it's a little bit all over the place, but they're on the right characters. I don't have any problem with the characters they're on right now. But you know the deal with Darth Revan and Bastila. You kind of saw what I was working on with BCM yesterday, since that was his arena team. Getting them to a certain speed, you're going to need speed mods with high speed secondaries, and other mods that have high speed secondaries.
For speed. More speed.
More speed potions. Yeah, I want these mods sliced because I need to know what you got, brother. You know, you get some speed mods that have potential to like the one on Geonosian Brood Alpha, the one on Newt, the one on Lando's, a 13-speed cross. Good Lord, yeah, I want these sliced. You get a diamond that could be sliced. It's 13 speed. A square, yeah, all these. The one on Dooku, I want all these mods sliced. So your slicing material goes into these mods. And the best way to do it is just do like I'm doing right now, Riverboy. Go to your GG page, start scrolling down like, okay, I got this blue cross on JTR. Let's go slice it. Slice it till it's 5A, see what the speed is. Then you get, once that's done, you go to the next one. Okay, I got this purple on Karth. I need to slice this and see where it hits. We need to get a good understanding where your mods are. And then after all that's done, once your page is full of gold and you've got your speeds, pretty much an idea where all your speeds are at, then we're going to go back in and we're going to start farming speed sets and try to get those high speed secondaries. Any other mods you get from the events and stuff, which you will get, which will be your tenacity, your potency, your health, all that other stuff. Just roll those, see what you get. Anything that goes double digit speed, then we'll work on them. But for now, this is your plan of action. You've got all those mods that have speed secondaries. Once you get all your mods rolled, these extra ones like these blues and stuff, then go back in, check those mods that you've got on your characters that you said are or those mods that you have like 10 to 14 speed. You start from the top down with your highest speeds on your arena team. Then you go for certain characters like, you know, Bosk, Stark, Thrawn, down the line. Characters you know need speed in a team. There's only certain characters in teams that need the speed mods. They need a ton of speed, so we really want to get the best speed that we possibly can. But other characters don't need that. You know, so other characters need, like, for instance, you want your Jedi Knight Revan to be as fast as hell. But typically, I'm just using an old example, like Yoda, you wanted offense. You didn't matter about his speed because he's going to get turn meter. You want him hitting as hard as hell. So there's a character that you don't need speed mods for. You just want offense. Unless now you're using him on a Darth Revan team, then you flip the script, and then you want fast mods on Yoda. So depending on the situation,
there's like Padme as well. You know, you don't really need speed mods on her.
No, you can go health with her. Like Grievous. Grievous, I don't have any speed mods on Grievous. It's all health except for the triangle. I think has crit damage. Crit or 30 the crit triangle. The others, but it still has health secondaries. He doesn't need speed. He needs health. Tons and tons of health. So you have to understand the modding for it to work. So make sure that you understand that. I want these mods sliced. Then we'll go back into your speed secondary. If you need help remodding and you're remodding, you're not sure if a mod needs to go somewhere, just message me, Riverboy, and we'll get you squared away. Your fleet's fine, so we don't really need to talk about that. So we've got your plan laid out for you. Old Republic with the Sith Empire tunes, I want them done. Then we'll go back in and do that. You've got your farming plan laid out, and we've talked about what you need to do for your mods. And I think that's pretty much what he wanted to do. So yes, so we've covered everything here that he needs. Anything else you guys are seeing in his account or you want to talk about?
Not really. I think we covered pretty much all of it.
All right. So Riverboy, if you have any questions, all you need to do is message me in Discord. You know you're more than welcome to anytime. I will get you squared away. That's what we do here at RSG. Just message me if you have any questions. And we do that for anybody we do a roster review for. I'll answer questions that I have for people that I haven't done a roster review for, so that's fine as well. And if you would like a roster review, all you need to do is send your GG page to Finity in our Discord, Finity, with your GG page, and like our good friend Riverboy in the Annihilator Again Guild. Shout out to them. Send a little bit about what you want us to look at, what your problems are, where you're going, what you need help with, focus, things of that nature, and give him a day or two to respond. If he doesn't respond right away, send him another message. He will eventually respond, and when he does, he'll let you know that you're in the queue. Now, the normal wait is 3 to 4 weeks. Once the 3 to 4 weeks period ends and your time comes up, he'll message you again and ask what day works for you and set a date and time so you can either watch us live or if you want to join us on the Zoom call, which some people do, you're more than welcome to come join us while we do your roster review so you can ask questions, things of that nature. Now, if you are a Patreon or you would like to become a Patreon of $10 or more, all you need to do, if you have a roster review or you want to add a roster review to the queue and you want to get it bumped up the front, you can do that. If you become a Patreon or if you have a roster review in the queue right now and you're a $10 Patreon or more, you can bump up your roster review to be up front rather than, sooner rather than later. So we'll do yours quicker, then, you'll be in the front of the line. as compared to the back line. And some people like that. So just become a Patreon sponsor. If that is the case, make sure when you message Finity that you put that you are a VIP Patreon of what level. Finn will verify, and then we'll get you squared away. So that's kind of how it works. So, and also you get the benefit of, I said I'd talk about Patreon later on, and this is the time where I talk about Patreons. If you would like to become a Patreon sponsor, there's a lot of benefits on top of the in-depth lunch reviews. Real-time stuff happens, so I do mini Ross reviews. I'm going to do one tomorrow afternoon, and that's where I just hang out with you guys, and we are going to, and it's basically me sitting there. If you're a Patreon, all you need to do is pop in your alley code and let me know you're a Patreon and ask your questions real time. I'll look at your stuff real time and give you some suggestions and help you with your account. If you're not, you can donate, and I'll look at your stuff. Some people, it's hard to donate. They're free to play. They don't have the money. It's okay. You can put your ally code in. I look at everybody's stuff, so there you go. And then if you really need help, I did this for a good friend BCM yesterday, and I've been helping folks do this, and that is Ranger J 1999 Mining Services. If you would like me to remod your account, all you need to do is message me, Ranger J 1999, in the Discord. My Discord tag is there. I charge $15 for every 500 KGP. I'll work out the price with you, but I will go through and remod your account. If you would like to hang out and ask questions with me for $20 more, if you're on the video call with me, I will show you what I'm doing, like I did with BCM yesterday. Explain your team, explain what I'm doing so you understand the mechanics. It's an option. If you just want me to just go in, tear it up, get her done, I will do that as well. So it's like $30 for every million GP. I work on the cheap. So if you would like me to remod your account and you're not sure, just go back and watch what I did with BCM yesterday. You get a sense of how I will clean up all your mods, get your team squared away, give you the best possible outcome for what you've got available. And there you go. So Ranger J 1999 modding services. So just message me and we'll get squared away. All right. That takes care of that. That takes care of this. Now it's time for questions. Let me get the Nightbot going. We'll do that. Yeah. Okay. Questions are coming. All right. Get your questions in, guys. Now, make sure you guys put question in front of your statement or it's not going to scoop it up. All right, we got 94 watching and 46 thumbs ups. Can we get to 50? Come on, guys. Give me a thumbs up on the video, please. All right. Okay, there we go. Oh, we got a lot of questions today. A plethora of questions.
Do you even know what a plethora is?
No, Senor Jefe.
Well, then how can we have a plethora if you don't know what a plethora is?
I apologize, Senor Jefe. I do not have the intellectual brain power that you do. But could it be that you're more angry about something else, not me? All right, Dr. Feelgood says... Oh, we already did that one. Travis Anderson question. We already did that one. The Gray Satire. Oh, Finn's here. Hi, Finn.
Hi.
So now he shows up after all the work is done.
I know, right?
I'm still doing stuff, but...
Do what?
I'm prepping the video.
What video?
The Tactical Monsters.
Oh, nobody cares about that.
I do.
Oh, okay. Well, no one besides you and Tits and the Tactical Monster. Okay.
That may be science.
That's science, yeah.
At that point, that might be science.
What can we do for you, Finn?
Yeah, I'm just here hanging out. I may have to drop in a little bit, but I figured I'd say hi.
Yeah, well, Ouchie's here. She wants to see your pickle.
That's all right. I'm good.
You can see my pickle in DM. It's fine.
Okay. Well, as long as... All right. Let's see here. The Gray Satire says, question, D&D Sunday, is that a stream as well? Been a while since I handled my dice. Yeah, we do it every Sunday on Twitch from 5 p.m. to usually about 7:30. We got about 2.5, 3 hours on Sundays. We do the D&D campaign, the Chronicles of the Ebon Shade, D&D 5th edition Forgotten Realms campaign. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing it. People that watch it enjoy it, so there you go.
Will they find what they've been looking for, or will they all die a horrible death? Tune in this weekend.
They've been lucky. I've been trying to kill them lately, but they've been lucky. Let me look here. Scorp 30 question: how much will it suck if we need Rose Tico for a Rise of the Skywalker event? Bet she'll have to be 16.5 KGP. No comment
Actually,
in.
not that bad of a character.
No, it's not that hard to gear up either, really. It's not a horrible character. I just think people just have hatred for the character, kind of like Jar Jar, so it's like they don't like her, and it is what it is. Grande Vergas' question: did anyone else think Grande looked funny on Wednesday with his head centered on Vader's cup? Well, I mean, Grande's always sticking his head where it doesn't belong. I think it was a fitting.
Wait, that was Grande? I thought it was Mandalore.
No, it's not Mandalore. No, Mandy does.
Grande was on Operation Metaverse.
No, that was Mandalore, I think.
I'm so confused.
No, Grande is turned into Heisenberg from Breaking Bad. Travis Anderson question: I've been playing nearly 4 years now and still don't understand the percentages. Can you explain the difference in, say, like flat offense versus offensive percentage? Finn, is that why you showed up? Because you knew there was a math question coming up?
I did see that question, and it's a good question.
Well, I'll let you explain it, Mr. Mod Man.
All right. So the way that flat offense and percentage, and it works for every stat except for percentage stats, meaning the ones that are only expressed in percentages, like crit chance, potency, tenacity, excluding those. So the ones I'm talking about: defense, protection, health,
offense.
So the way that those work, there is a stat in the background called offense and defense. Offense directly relates to what your physical damage and your special damage is. It's kind of like a general one. Then you can get also boosts to the specific ones. But offense in general is a background stat that basically determines how much damage you deal. The offense that you're adding with the flat offense is pretty straightforward. You're just adding that number. So I'm going to give an example here, and then I'll kind of explain how to work through the damage changes. So let's say a character has 1,000 offense, and you put a mod on him that has plus 100 offense on it. His offense is now going to be 1,100, right? So pretty straightforward with all of that. Now, percentages gets a little bit tricky, and this is also why we made a big deal about making sure that Gear 13 does not break the game. And the reason is that offense stat might be at a particular number, let's say 1,000. Let's say you're at Gear 11, and you're working your way to Gear 12, so you're 5 of 6 and Gear 11, and one more piece you can get to Gear 12. If those 5 pieces combined give you, let's say, plus 100 offense, for percentage offense stats, you actually have to discount the offense that you gain at your current level. So if your character appears to have 1,000 offense, but he has 100 coming from his current level, for your mod percent calculations, you actually have to subtract that. So if your mod, for example, has 6%, and I'm rounding because I know it's like 5.88, but if your mod has 6% offense, it's actually going to be 6% offense of 900, not 1,000, even though that's what your offense is right now. The percentage stats are based on your base amount, right? So all of your plus mods and everything. So if you have plus 100 mods and plus 120 and all that stuff, those don't get included. The percentages are only based on the amount that has been incorporated into your character. So that means the ones that are not at your current gear level. So going to Gear 12 and 13, this is why we were saying that Gear 13 is so critical, and that they make sure that it doesn't break the game. And the reason is that all of your stats that you gain at Gear 12 on your way to Gear 13, which includes the 2 Gear 12 Plus and the Gear 12 Finisher, those all get incorporated into the stats. So sometimes we say things like, if you add the Gear 12 Finishers and the Gear 12 Finisher plus the 2 Gear 12, and you take a character to Gear 13, you might be adding 22 speed, for example, right? And the reason we say that is because even though it adds up to 20 speed, right? You have 2 plus 6s and 1 plus 8. Even though it adds up to 20, when you go to Gear 13, that 20 speed now gets calculated into your 10% speed bonus on a speed set. And so now you get effectively an extra 2 speed by going to Gear 13. And there is no way that is calculated right now in the game, which is part of the problem with GP. But I hope that answers your question, which is that it all depends on the stats of the character. Now, if you're looking to try and figure out how much damage is being done by your character, that all you have to go to swgoh.gg, and if you click on one of the abilities, there is a number that you'll see on the right called the modifier. And the modifier is what you multiply to your offense stat, or it depends on what you're doing, the physical or the special damage. Everyone's falling asleep. Awful. I'm trying to explain it. He asked a question.
Finn, Maz is not falling asleep, so just
so
Hi, Maz.
Hi, Maz. Okay, so the modifier stat actually multiplies against the offense stat in order to figure out how much damage your character will actually do. So if you just, for example, and I'll tell you right now, if you guys want to check it, it's actually pretty interesting. If you go into GG and you go to a stat and you look at their offense stat and you look at their modifier, you can multiply both of those. And then if you add a 5% variance, meaning that if you add 5% or subtract 5%, you will actually get the exact range of damage that you see on there, right? Because sometimes you look at that and it says like you do 3,000 to 4,000 damage or whatever else it is, right? If you actually look at that, you can actually calculate it based on everything that is currently on GG. So that's how the offense percentage and flat stat and for everything works. You add it, adding flat stat is pretty straightforward. If you're trying to calculate whether or not a percentage is actually better or worse than a flat stat, you actually have to look at the character, figure out what you have equipped at the current level, remove that from the offense number, and then you have to multiply it. That's the only way you can figure out whether or not a percentage is better than a flat stat if you're looking for the hard numbers.
There you go. This has been Math with your host, Infinity from RSG. Mouse Kanata says she hangs on every mathy word.
Okay, I'm going to let everyone else fall asleep.
Okay. Well, you got Moz. That's all you need. Let's see. Yeah, everyone agrees that was a Finn question. Doc Ariok question. After Brood, which bug goes to Gear 13? SF, Soldier, or Spy?
Sunfac.
There you go.
The fun sack.
Spy, you can increase the damage, but he really doesn't need it. He gets it based on the buffs anyway, so it doesn't matter. But if your taunters start to die and you start losing some of your geos, it sucks. So
yeah, it sucks. All right. Let's see. Gaff P. Oh, wait, no. Danilo Papayas. Question. With Ranger being Sith, is CGA or EA the trade federation of the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes universe? What? What did you say? I don't know what that makes them. The Republic.
I don't know what you mean. Our blockade is completely legal.
I was not aware of any ambassadors. I don't know what that makes them. I'll have to think about that.
Getting out of hand. There are two of them.
Let's see. Gaff P question. Is it worth rolling purple speed mods that have rolled twice speed with speed 9, 10, 11 to make a possible 15, 17 speed mod? Yeah, it is.
Pretty much if it rolls double digits, keep rolling.
Yeah, keep rolling. Rolling.
You know, because really, at plus 10 speed is perfect for like crew members and stuff that you don't actually, use very often.
All right.
Rather than having no mods on them.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're good filler mods for now until you can round up those speeds, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Chewy question. Gear 11 plus Zeta is going to be okay for Malak, or do I need to push to Gear 12? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you've got Gear 11 and they've got the Zetas, they pretty much, that event is more about can you get into the event and then understanding the mechanics of it. The dark side version for Malak is easy. The light side is about understanding the mechanics, and Mission and Zalbar are the most important. You want offense on Mission. You want potency on Zalbar because you want to be landing those armor shreds, and you want her not critting, just doing as much damage as possible. Because if she crits, she gets feared, and then you're like, oh shit, like oh no. But yeah, it's about getting armor shreds on Malik. So like 4 armor shreds, if you can get it for the final push, then you should be able to beat it. And we'll have a video on that, right, Finn? We'll have a video when Malik comes back, ready to go.
Sure.
You said there would be a video, Finn. You're gonna cut it.
I say a lot of things.
You're gonna get punched.
Let's talk about math.
You're gonna get punched in your pickle. That doesn't happen. Let's see. Speaking of pickles, Gav Pieces question: can a pickle be overextended? If so, where's the limit? Apologies for my lack of official pickle extension knowledge. I want to ensure future pickle extensions are within necessary limits. Well, we'll go to our girl Ouchie on the whole pickle situation. Ouchie, what do you think?
I mean, you really have to take like a whole course in theoretical math to understand.
The
Theoretical
pickle?
pickles?
I couldn't possibly summarize.
No. The answer is simple, Ouchie. A pickle is never overextended, nor underextended. It's precisely
Finn, do you remember the GIF in the chat of the pickle and the hot dog?
Yeah.
That was kind of overextending the pickles.
Yeah, see?
No. I don't think so.
You underestimate the extent of the pickles.
It is exactly the size it needed to be to maintain the hot dog.
No more, no less.
Exactly.
Short answer.
Sometimes a pickle has to hold a hot dog.
Judge me by my size?
If you don't stretch first, you can overextend your pickle, and then you have to go to the doctor.
Oh, Lord.
Right. You don't want the pickle to rip.
No, God, no.
No, ruptured pickles are not a good thing.
No, they're not.
This is a PSA from RSG. Don't rupture your pickle.
What else in the 3 question? Been a couple weeks now. Any changes to Gear 13 order for a Darth Revan team, with or without Malik? No, it's pretty much, I think it's still falling Bastila. If you have Malik, then Darth Revan's the third one. Some people want to get the speed on Revan, so they'll go Bastila, then Darth Revan. Some people that have Malik have done Darth Revan, Malik, then Bastila. It just depends on how you get your team makeup set up, and how you're running it, or what you're shooting for, right? If you're going for the fast Revan Malik combination, then you go that route. If you're going to have Bastila be the second to get Corrupted Battle Meditation, she'll be their first one. So, yeah, it hasn't really changed much. It just depends on what you want to do with them. More questions. Wow. Moss Mike, question I have: 300 Chirotech salvage. Before I get to this, Finn, I need an event set up for 2:00 p.m. for Naruto.
Okay.
Get on it.
I'm trying to do work here. You're making me do other work.
Yeah,
Okay.
God forbid that I actually try to do something.
Ranger asked you to do something, you do it.
All right. I'm a benevolent supreme leader.
That's true. Moss. I'll say. That's where I was. Okay, Moss, my question. I have 300 Chirotech salvage. Would it be better to start gearing Shock T, or should I be looking at Gear 12 finishers? I like Gear 12 finishers more than I like getting gear for Shock T.
Yeah, I mean, like, regardless where your clones are, like, we don't know where exactly Shock T's needed, or the volume of what she's needed, right? So Shock T's definitely on hold, other than stars if you're, like, chipping away at her in shipments. But other than that, I mean, I wouldn't start slapping Zetas and making that high-end investment in her right now. I mean, I'm sure you will need to down the road, but even players like me, like, I just had to put the Zeta on Newt yesterday. I still have a couple of other Zetas on the Separatist and gear on that as well. So I'm trying to round up more for the current TB before the next, right?
Right.
So
yeah, it makes sense.
You guys probably already said this, but I just want to say it. Yay, I can hear Xylo.
Yeah, we did say that.
Yeah.
Well, it's usually like when I'm on the phone, like I use my Apple headphones, but lately, like, they just haven't been working, so the snowball's always crisp and clean.
In other words, you had to pay extra for the microphone.
Oh no, I've had the snowball. It's just I'm more mobile and using the phone or the iPad more than I'm on the laptop. But here we are today.
All right. Yuta, question: if I dress up like a pickle, would it be possible to get a hug from Ouchie?
You don't need to go that far.
Okay, so you don't need a pickle of any sort to get a hug from Ouchie. That's good to know.
Yeah, just show your pickle. It's fine.
Okay, yeah. If you have a pickle, just say I have a pickle, and you'll get a hug.
She'll hug you if you dress up like Captain America.
No.
Really?
I will spurn you if you dress up like Captain America. That is false.
We had a little back and forth conversation on the Wednesday night stream about Captain America. So.
She doesn't like Captain America, and he's my favorite.
He's my hero.
Well, everybody falls on one side, either their team Iron Man or their team Captain America. So.
Or their team Loki.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Now, if you dress up like Thor, that's a different story.
But Cap's just so righteous. He's the man,
I have to recommend, there's a show out on Amazon Prime Video called The Boys, and it's a
I've
show
heard good
about...
stuff about that. Yeah.
I have that queued up to watch.
I think y'all should watch it, because it really shows you the dark side of being a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I've heard nothing but good things about it, too.
I'm sorry, I'm Team Deadpool.
That's cool,
yes.
Yeah. Deadpool's always a non-biased favorite, so.
I'm not forced to choose.
No,
because
you can like them all.
currently, Deadpool has not ever been in the actual MCU
Not yet.
stuff yet.
I don't know.
When he does come in, then I might have a crisis of conscience, but until then, it's just Loki.
Okay.
Well, X-Force Deadpool's pretty badass, so.
All right. Dami P says, question: I have checked modding guides for lightsaber or for light side mallet part, but will get gear 12.3 and do it with most tunes. I have Jedi Revenant gear 13. Planning to use Zalbar and Mission as 4th and 5th. Will gear 12? Yeah, gear 12 will do it. Yeah, you're overthinking it there, Dom P. You're good. If you just need to be sure the characters qualify. The thing that we ran into the first time that a lot of us got Malik is we didn't know what the hell we were facing, and we had to figure it out. But I'll give you an example. Once Van Seal showed me how to beat the light side, which took him like 40 plus tries of doing it, which is nuts, and kind of gave me the breakdown of how to do it. I did it with Mist, and I did it with Riemann, and told them what to do. They beat it first time. As long as you've got the characters qualified, that's all that matters. You'll understand the mechanics. Now, you may lose once, but if you go in there second time, you'll probably get it, because you can still get some RNG. But the dark side, don't worry about. The light side with Mission and Zalbar, you'll be fine, brother. As long as they're qualified and you're good to go, you can bring them in, you'll be good.
It was still pretty funny, though, watching you for a while there, Ranger, bashing your head against the wall, going, oh my god. And then Van Seal's like, all you gotta do is this. And you're like,
Well, we were trying to figure it out because I had the characters easily geared. I'd done it with Loki, and we kind of had somewhat of a strat, and I'd gotten close 3 times of beating it. Just had some RNG go against me. Because Loki, I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning and had done the event with him, and then I got some sleep, and then we did the event for me after the lunch stream, and I was doing it for a long time, and then Vince was like, okay, I figured it out. He was still working on it at that time, trying to figure it out while I was still doing it. He had got it finally a little bit prior to when I had beaten it, because it just come out. He had figured it out and said, okay, try this. I'm like, okay. So there we go. Let's see. Paul Bracamani says, question: I'm about to unlock Trey. I have enough gear to take her to gear 11 or Grievous to 12. What should I do? Well, I'd say finish your Grievous.
Take to 12 first, Treya or Grievous?
No, she has enough. He says, I'm about to unlock Treya, and I have enough gear saved to take her to gear 11. Or he can take Grievous to 12. Which should he do?
Well, if you have Scion and Nihilus finished, go for Treya. If you don't, go for Grievous.
Yeah, I think it's more likely that he has the other 2 pieces of the Triumvirate ready, as opposed to, because he's been saving and getting ready for Treya at this point, right? So,
yes.
I think that he's probably a little more behind on the droids for the Separatists, while Grievous is a great standalone piece for that whole faction, right? The Separatist faction. I still think you get more bang for your buck with Treya, and then you can work on Grievous after her.
Yeah. The Great Satire question: as a free-to-play player with low daily crystals, no metas for arena, is it better to spend crystals on shards or gear pieces? Thanks. Character shards always come first.
Refreshes.
Yeah, shards for characters come first. Gear afterwards.
Don't buy the shards from the shop.
Well, you can, but it's like
sometimes they are more expensive to buy from the shop than to do.
Well, so here's the deal with like getting characters from the shard store, right? Like, you know, spending like I did that for the legendaries when I was working on Karth and them, because that farm can be ridiculous. I've been doing it now with B1 and Droideka because I'm so sick of that farm, but I'm using it but it's for character shards. I'm not using it for gear. Once in a while I'll use it for gear, but I'm not in a position where I'm like being rushed for gear now. But if I have a piece, like say I need some stun guns, that's the one piece that I'm never sure. I'll have 25. I'm like, I just need one more piece of stun gun to get my character to 12. I'm going to use some crystals to get that. But typically, you see me, like with Geonosian Brood Alpha, the reason I got him farmed up so fast, and I get a lot of my characters farmed up, you see B1's almost done, Droideka's almost done, is I will get shards, but I go for the big ones. I will save up, and I will either go for the 25 at 2,000, or I'll go for those 16. You know, I'll save my crystals for that just to get the characters done. Gear you can always get in other places. You got the shard store, you've got the get store, you've got the guild store. You've got all kinds of places where you can slowly build up your gear, especially with raids and things of that nature. So I always typically lean toward characters first and getting them done more than I do getting gear. I'm not saying that I don't do gear, but if I'm going to do gear, it's that last piece that I need to finish a character to 12, I'll do it. But if not, it's always character shards.
As a free to play, it's usually better not to spend those crystals on character shards because you're.
Yes, I disagree.
Very high, and
you're at in the game,
to spend on stuff. Like, don't spend your crystals to buy crew shards from shipments because the drop rate of crew in his node is better.
Well, certain character, crew's different. Like Cantina, you should, Cantina. Any character in Cantina, you should not ever buy character shards with crystals, right? Because Cantina, you can use for what you'll spend on character shards. You know, you can get refresh and probably, it's just math. You can get you have a higher percentage, depending on the Cantina now, but you have a higher percentage of getting more drops for that character from just doing it, right? It's like 1280 for 16 shards. You can spend 300 and get 10 to 12. That just makes sense, right?
I would say it's situational. For me, mostly free to play. I spend it on energy refreshes.
Yeah, energy is a big one to spend it on.
I'm 100% free to play.
Yeah, well, energy refreshes number one, and then gear if needed. Or shards if needed, depending on like the situation you're in, right?
Yeah.
So if you're coming up to an event and you need if you're coming up to an event and you're going to be just short, and mind you, the events go all 7 days mostly. So if you're at that 7th day and you still need those shards, then I would spend the crystals on the shards. But up until that point, I would be using as energy refreshes.
Yeah.
And as free to play, I would never go above the 100s.
No.
Or if you're going to purchase character shards out of shipments, for example, don't go over like the 640 threshold, right? So you're getting 4 and 8 at a time. Like Shakti, for example, we don't know where she's going to land. So I have to chip away at her to the point where I can get her up to the 5-star range. But then I'm going to stop at 5 stars because if she lands in a decent spot like Cantina where she's easily farmed, that farm's just going to go by really quickly. Or like for Vulture Droid when he comes down the road, we don't know how he's going to be farmed. But is the value of buying ships shards? Probably not, because they're a little more expensive. So it's situational on what you want to spend on, and character shards or ship blueprints, anything like that, etc. You just want to save a little left over to where you can refresh some mods and refresh some of your regular energy to get your 600. And it's maxing out your arena income too, as well, as a big component to that.
Yeah.
And save up to over, I'd say, like 1,000 shards.
Yeah, so right. Like I try to keep like 1,000 a day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Try to keep like 1,000 crystals available just in case you have to buy that extra piece of gear to get the next level or the shards to finish somebody off. But it's other than that, anything above 1,000, just do refreshes.
Yeah, or like instead of buying like full gear pieces, like Ranger mentioned earlier, if you're like rounding up gear and you have 25 stun guns and you only need the 25 more, I'll spend the 560 crystals for that because it's finishing something that I'm leaning into, right?
Yeah, you're
Agreed.
using, for a
Yeah.
character that you're,
Or
absolutely.
like for TW,
Yeah, like
AC, TB, anything like that.
I just
Call.
did that for Padme. I needed freaking cryotex and had the crystals to spend on it to get her up to her next. I mean, that's all I needed for her to go up to her next gear level. So I was like, well, I'm good. Do it.
Yeah. Oh, and then another thing to mention too is the cryotechs. Like, if you're gonna farm them casually with your 3 refreshes, you can still do that, and then buy like 700's worth, and still have your extra crystals left over to lean into your next day of income. So it helps with the
Science.
cryotech farms a lot.
Science. All right. Let's see. Next question. We're gonna get the couple more questions. We're gonna get this because I gotta get ready to do Naruto with Minato. A lot of pickle talks going in there. Okay. Oh, good lord. There's a lot of questions.
Rock and roll, man. I'm gonna have to bail here pretty soon.
Yeah. Maz Kanata says, question Ranger, do you have a typical kill order for Rev and Malik mirror matches? What is it to Marauders there? If Marauders there, I always burn Marauder first. Typically it's Marauder, Basila, HK. I'll go Revan and Malik last. Unless I get the death mark on Revan, then I always save my big hits, and if Revan's there, I'm like, bam, get him off the board. But yeah, if I see a Marauder, typically my Basila's faster, so I've got Croak Battle Meditation on him. That means my Malik's taunting, this is why I love it. He throws his sabers at Malik, and then I go, oh, you just hit me for a big hit. Let me just get that back with a big health pull, thank you very much. And then I'll burn him down. So that's kind of the kill order. Gappy question, is a plethora that plastic thing they use to play the guitar? No. N.R. Wilson question, should I go health and speed on the Padme team or health and slow? Depends on what you're going to use it for. If you're going to use it for Darth Revan, go slow. If not, then yeah. I think that's pretty much how it works. CBO 97 question, do you think the modding services calls, or do you do modding services calls on the weekends? I do them all the time, CBO. So if you need modding services, message me. We'll set a date and time and do it. I do them anytime. Usually I try to do them at night because a lot of people want to be hanging out with me when I'm doing it, and a lot of you guys are working. On the weekends, we can pick a time. It doesn't really matter. So there you go. Robert Alvarez question, I love the 3 amigos, so on to Padme event. I'm on tier 6 and only have Dooku, Saj, Geo Soldier Spy, and Sunfac. I have low gear Poggle, or how high a gear might I need for Poggle lead? At least 11. The 7th one, you need 11 to have a chance, mainly because they hit so hard.
Luckily for him, he is real easy to gear.
Yeah, Poggle's the easiest one to gear. But if you can take him to 12 with no problem. I mean, getting him to 11 is a joke. But yeah, it's not so much. It's their damage they can do with higher gear tier, but it's the survivability. I mean, they hit hard at 7, at the 7th battle. So that's really why you need the gear on those characters. Hermit Fulton question, since Newt and Dooku work so well in GG squad, what should we do with Droideka now? I like Droideka in the GG squad. Roll it up, and his big hit are nice, man. He's one character I would not want to take off the. Like typically in Green Arena, I run Grievous, Droideka, B2, B1 with Newt. That's my team I love. That team is badass. So.
Droideka is easily underestimated. I mean, he by himself he can one-shot dudes.
Yeah, he's sick. Hermit Fulton question, why is Finn on the lunch stream? I don't know. He just comes in and out whenever he wants. Got P question, what is the best modding setup for the Kira stall team, specifically Kira? Childish, Landina, and Young Han, all speed and DPS, or can any of them be purely offense or CCCD? I mean, typically for Young Han. Yeah, Young Han is damage. Whatever you want to go, offense or you want to go CC, critical damage, critical chance. I kind of do the same thing with Young Landino. Kira, I go fast and healthy. I put a lot of health protection and speed on her. It's not so much about her damage, it's about her survivability. And then Vandor and L3 are straight like tanky. I go tanky with them. I think I did like a crit.
And/or you don't really need him to be speedy. You just want him to always have. I mean, the slower you make him, the longer he keeps those prepared up.
Yeah.
He'll lose them rather quickly if he's fast.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I didn't put speed on him. I put he's tanky too.
If you have the Zeta on Young Han, you don't need speed on him because he'll be shooting every time somebody does anything on that team. It's
all right.
Fun.
Skywalker Vader, question for GG Droid Team. One free Zeta to use on the team. I have one on GG. Where to use it? Thanks.
If you don't have Metal Monstrosity on General Grievous, put it right there.
Yeah, the ones I have is Metal Monstrosity on General Grievous. I've got B2 and B1 Zetas on that team. I'm not worried about Grievous's leader at the moment. The Thin and Morgan question: suppose I had a mediocre Geos and a 6-star Thrawn. Should I go for a Thrawn or chase the new shiny? Oh Lord, oh, God. I would say Thrawn.
Go for what your guild tells you to go for.
If that's the excuse you want to use, that's fine. DB question.
That's exactly what they told me to do. That's why no.
DB says question: after Padme, both Zetas, what's the Zeta order for that team? Anakin, Kenobi, Ahsoka. That's the order you want to go in. Anakin because you get the colonist with Padme, Kenobi because of his taunt, and then Ahsoka's just nice to have on there. McTweet question: what would you recommend to Gear 13 after GG on a Separatist squad? I run Newt, B1, IG 100, and B2. So Newt, B1, not IG, B2. Kind of like Newt or B2 there.
I'd say Newt because he'd be the one that benefits the most out of Gear 13.
Yeah, it does damage, things of that nature.
And it ups his damage.
I know. I like B2.
I would. Amount too.
Yeah, I do B2 myself, but I'm cray. Gav P question: round the horn. What are you guys farming right now? What is everybody upper echelon farming? Gee, let's take a look. It's B1 and Droideka. I'm farming the 2 ships to get the 7 stars as well, and I'm farming Sith Marauder. So I'm working on Sith Marauder as well. So those are the characters I'm kind of focusing in on right now to get squared away. After these characters are done, and it's just about gear, then it's going to be straight up. I'm going after some characters that I want to work on. I'll save, if, say for instance, Shaak Ti comes with Cantina, Marauder goes on the back burner again. He's just a character. I've gone to 5 stars, I work until 6, but I'd eventually like to get him on the team. But there's some characters I want to finish up, like Aura Singh, Visas Mars, some characters like that I want to have just in my repertoire to have available and to use. So, what about you, Xylo? I know you're pretty much working on Separatists and shit like that too, right? Xylo? He was Xylo? Is anybody there? Ouchie, what are you working on?
I have 2 accounts. One's for it's just really 2 mil, but on both of them, I'm finishing up.
You're breaking up, Ouchie girl.
I'm breaking up.
No, you're not.
Okay. For both my accounts, I'm finishing up Brood Alpha, and on my main, I'm doing Karth and B1 in Fleet, and Droideka for hard node. And on my alt, it's Droideka, Enfys, and B1, and Brood Alpha again.
Okay. All right. Grim, we already know you're working on...
Actually, I'm farming B1 Droideka. Those are my main 2 hard node farms right now. I'm farming Brood Alpha from the Cantina. And all the rest of my energy is going into gear for Padme.
All right. BCM?
I'm doing First Order, Boss, Django, and gearing my JKR squad.
That's right. Wait, is that the plan I had for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
First Order and then Night Sisters.
Okay.
I just finished Gear 13 Marauder a few days ago, so he's my 5th Gear 13, and then got the Geos all up to Gear 12, thinking about pushing some of their left side pieces before the next GOTB. put a Zeta on Newt and trying to get him and Dooku to gear 12. Dooku's going to be the next Zeta, and then those will probably be all the like required Zetas for the Separatists for me. And then going forward, probably want to round up the Padme team in gear 13, or at least Jedi Knight Anakin to kind of have that same effect that Grievous has, right? Like if Grievous starts going crazy, I feel like that Jedi Knight Anakin and that team with gear 13 will do a lot more damage, and I think it'll be a lot more effective. So yeah, that's a plan right now.
All right. Ziglet question. My remaining Separatists missing Zetas: Dooku, Newt, IG-100, and Droideka. Any order, all are gear 12, but Newt's gear 11. So if you have Zetas for Dooku, Newt, IG-100, and Droideka, which would you say what order?
I would say Dooku and Newt first. I mean, there's no particular order, but I would say the reason why I did Newt before Dooku is because he's on the day one mission, right? And if you already have the right Zetas on B1 and B2, that Zeta with Newt Gunray makes that day one mission a cakewalk, as long as you don't put Grievous in the team. And then I think Dooku definitely needs it for his missions too as well on day 2 and day 4. So you definitely need those. And then I really feel like Droideka and IG-100 are something you can live without, to be honest.
Yes.
Droideka, I mean, you could make a case for it for the extra damage, but B1's assisting every turn anyways. So, and it's only a percent chance of him to assist, and then it just gives him more evasion, which he doesn't really need the evasion either because he has damage immunity. So I think you could pass on those two and then kind of double check your roster, maybe go back and look at some other Zetas you passed over and can add that to your roster for GAC and TW.
Okay. Riverboy 12 question. What to do with speed mod sets that have a decent speed set, a decent secondary speed that quit hitting speed? You mentioned several characters, most of them stopped hitting speed. Yeah, but the mods we mentioned that were like blues, purples, that were like 14, 13, somewhere, those mods, they're blues and purples. I don't care if they didn't hit speed on one of the other one turn. Roll them anyway because they still have a chance to get to the 20 range. Anything 19 to 20 range, you want to go for. So you're not going to get those perfect mods. It's rare that you're going to go 20 plus speed, but anything that can go to 15 plus speed is mods that you want, Riverboy. That's what we were talking about in the roster review. So all those mods on GG that I was looking at and saying you need to slice those and see if you can get those mods that are 14, 13, 15, blues and purples to see if they can get into the high teens or possibly into the 20 range. So we got to see what you got left from those before we start doing anything else.
Yeah, and blues too, real quick. You get a lot of blues with like 9 and 8 speed secondaries, right? Like basically just move on from those mods at that point because then you're not going to get the upper echelon speed you're looking for, right? Like you get a green 7 or a green 8. Like those are still pretty slow too as well, but they still have the potential to roll 6s. So I would say that blue threshold, like if it's not crossing anything over 10.
It's not 10, then don't bother.
Yeah, if it's 10 or higher, then slice it and keep going with those blues. But if it's 8 or 9, like me, for example, I'm about to have a fire sale of all those today. So
yeah, I'm pretty much at that point.
I'd say there would be a caveat to that one as well, though.
It depends on if you're how many mods you have.
Roster as well, because if you don't have a decent selection of mods, then you might want to hold on to those under 10s.
Well, round up your speeds, right? Like
plus 5 speed is still better than plus 0 speed on a lot of characters that don't have mods.
Right. Make sure you're rounding up the speeds before you sell them, and double check all the other stats around that too.
Sure.
Like if you're looking for extra health and protection, extra tenacity, crit chance. So just keep an eye on those stats because I think it's more important that those 4 secondary stats that are going with the speed accommodates the mods that you're looking for too. So, all
right, Yuta question: Brood Alpha 4 stars. How high gear level does he need to be valuable in GACW with the ship Geo with the Geo's gear 12? I would say 11.
11.
Yeah, you want his high gears because you want that Brute having that high gear too. But 9 and 10, he's still pretty solid. He's got a lot of health and protection at 9 and 10, but ideally 11.
Well, are we talking like PvP or
GAC, TW?
Okay, yeah, gear 11 minimum, and then at least the Zeta on Brood Alpha unique, right? Like, you don't need both, but if you get that second one on his lead, it just makes him that much stronger, so it's a plus, and it's only a 2 Zeta team. That's the best.
And the last question we're going to do is from Bone Jones 159 question. Is the Tambor special mission hard?
Yes.
Yes.
I went in with both Zetas on Brood Alpha. Brood Alpha was gear 11 at the time, and then every other Geo was gear 12. And I got Shock T at the very end, and I got smoked. So, like, the caveat is, since the missions are randomized, like, as long as you don't get Shock T and you have that gear level and those 2 Zetas on Brood Alpha, you should be able to clear it, no problem. But you can go see the stream I put up when we had the last TB going. Like, I had, the mods, and I showed everything that I had ran with. And as soon as Shock T showed up in that last wave, I was like, well, okay.
Like, damn it, Jim.
What is happening? I died!
I mean, you can still have the gear and you can still have the teams, and you can even think to push some of these guys to their left side pieces. They really need that health steal. If you go through their stats, the only one who has a good base health steal at gear 12 without like any pieces on them is Brood Alpha. He has like a 5% health steal rate, and then everybody else, they need some of those left side pieces for gear 12 to get that extra health steal to give them the survivability. So.
Yep. All right. That's our last question for the day. So we are going to wrap this up because I'm getting ready to do the Burrito stream at 2. We'll do that for a couple hours with me and the 4th Hokage. Then I'll take a break and I'll be back tonight at 7 with Force Master and anybody else who wants to join to do some Battlefront. So if you guys could stop what you're doing right now, give me a thumbs up on the video. We got 90 watching. We got 63 thumbs up. Thank you so much for the likes, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, if you would like anything that we discussed today, you want a roster review for the lunch stream, send it to Finn. If you would like me to remod your roster, send your request. I'll put the thing up again since we're signing out. Message me. We'll get your mod squared away. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you follow us on Twitch. Subscribe on Twitch. Make sure you check your subscription. We do a lot of fun stuff there. So we got a lot of fun stuff coming up for you this weekend. We got Naruto coming up at 2, and then tonight at 7:30 I'll do Battlefront 2. Tomorrow we'll have the Jedi Academy. Tomorrow evening I'll have the mod mini roster reviews going on, and then tomorrow night at 10 we'll do Pictionary. Sunday we will have our D&D campaign. So a lot of great stuff coming up for you guys. Make sure you join our Discord. You got a great group of people there. So if you haven't checked out our Discord link, please do. It's a great source for meet a lot of great people that love this game and just have fun. So with that, I would like to say thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Very much a pleasure to have you guys with us at all times. We'll see you in 30 minutes for the Naruto game. If not, we'll see you when we see you. With that, we're going to sign off. So we will holler at you later. Peace.